The Champions League. The Champions League has delivered. Has absolute delivered. And I don't want anyone to tell me otherwise. I don't want anyone to tell me it's boring. I don't want anyone to tell me it's not the same. It feels different. Bro, nostalgia. Nostalgia's killing you. Because honestly, this Champions League format, I look at it with a complete different vibe, bro. The group stages, I get excited now. Madrid lost yesterday. I've managed to regroup. I've waken up now differently. But honestly, I look at this group stages and it is a complete different vibe to it. Bro, previous years, yeah, you see teams, they're happy to lose maybe one game because they know when they play at home to that same team is going to be a complete different result. Now you can't even afford to do that. You can't even afford to drop points because it's a league phase now. And listen, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about why this Champions League, in my opinion, has delivered and is so far proven to be a success. We'll talk about all the results that happen, of course, in this game week and what we've learned and what potentially could happen in the previous game weeks coming up. Before I go any further, as always, you guys already know, don't forget to, of course, like the video, subscribe. By the way, I do appreciate all the comments that you guys have been sending over the past 2 days. A lot of you guys, of course, showing love, and you guys are subscribing. Maybe more could, because some people still watching without subscribing. I do appreciate all the feedback you guys have been getting. You guys have been showing this channel a lot of support. Like I said, man, La Liga content, but at the same time, we'll do Champions League content. At the same time, this is a European content. I feel like YouTube is very, very Prem heavy, and I feel like why should it be Prem heavy? I do think La Liga needs to show some respect to La Liga, show some respect to the Bundesliga, the Serie A, League A. I do think that's why this channel is all about trying to stay away from the Premier League and trying to showcase European content, but most importantly, La Liga content, and most importantly, Real Madrid content. But listen, let's talk about it. And also put down in the comments what you guys have felt so far of the Champions League and how you guys, of course, feel about the results that happened yesterday. Let's talk about all the results that's happened yesterday. I think, honestly speaking, I want to talk about the phase. I want to talk about the league phase so far and why, to me, is delivered amazingly. Bro, look at the top 8, yeah? Bro, you're looking at the top 8. You're looking at Dortmund, Brest, Benfica, Leverkusen, Aston Villa. Bro, Sparta Prague, Atlanta, Sporting, bro. You're looking at teams and you've got this. Bayern, Barca, Madrid, not even in the top 8, not even qualifying automatically. And this is what I mean about this league phase is interesting because every game is crucial. Every game matters now. It's not like before where you can afford to lose one game out of the 6 in a 4-game group stage and you know you still got a chance of finishing top 2. All you care about, finishing top 2 and you go through. Or not even that, finishing 3rd and you go to Europa League. You can't even afford to do that because if you don't finish amongst the top 8, of course, goes through automatically. From 9 to 24, it's a playoff thing. Home and away, just one leg, and that's it. You're out. That's no Europa League. Where you guys already know, man, Seville, bro, they love a Europa League. They love finishing 3rd. They love doing that. But now you can't even afford to do that. So if you don't finish top 8, you're out. If you don't finish this and you don't win the playoff, you're out, bro. And this is why I look at it because every team, like Real Madrid, 17th place. Next game is against Dortmund, who's first. Madrid losing this game, bro, it's going to be complicated finishing top 8. The team like Brest, and the next game, in my opinion, between, bro, look at this. Brest and Leverkusen, they both face each other next game. If one of those team wins, if, let's say, for argument's sake, Brest somehow does the unthinkable, they beat Leverkusen, they're on 9 points. Even if they lose the following game or the following game, they're still putting themselves in a great position to finish at least in the playoffs. So this is why I look at this and it's interesting. We have never seen it before. And I don't want anyone to bring the nostalgia into play and say, oh, I missed the old format. This format is elite. Whatever you like, I do think people are faking their opinion because they don't like change. Change is good. And this is honestly, for me, the best thing that's happened in the Champions League because previous years, bro, the group stage is always boring. Like you have to wait to the knockout for big teams to face against each other. Today, bro, Arsenal against PSG, both teams usually on pot 1. and we have to wait to the knockout stage. They face each other, and Arsenal. Let's talk about. Of course, we didn't talk about it. Let's talk about it. What a win! What a convincing win! And I look at Arsenal, and a certain place that stood out to me. PSG, we'll of course talk about it briefly. I don't want to take too much time of each game because I want to talk about certain games that stood out to me and the ones that I've watched as well. Arsenal, like Timber, Jurien Timber, mamma mia, what a player. What a complete fullback that can do everything. Whether that is beating the press, whether that is under pressure picking up and a pass, whether that's ball carrying, he is the definition of a modern fullback, but at the same time, he's a modern fullback with no weaknesses. He's got no weaknesses in his game, bro. So usually with this new role, especially the modern fullback, your main responsibility and what you get judged at is going forward, because nowadays going forward is basically a must for any fullback. The guy is elite at going forward. He can pick up a pass. He can ball carry. He can pass with both foot, which is elite. His crossing ability is elite. But at the same time, defensively, he's ever solid. He locked up Barcola, and we've been hearing a lot of talks about Barcola so far, killing it so far in League R. But bro, the 45 minutes, Barcola couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe because Timber was on him. And Timber, right back, left back, he can do it all. I feel like, bro, even if he plays as a midfielder, I still think he can deliver at a high level. And I think Arsenal has managed to find the X factor, and I do think Timber is an X factor. At the same time, you look at the other side, if you look at Calafiori, who's an X factor as well on the left hand side, and what so far since adapting the game against City has taken it further now. The game today, bro, Arsenal's defense is absolutely elite, and the way they pick up a pass and the way they manage, I think comes down to, I do look at Partey's rating and I think it's a bit too low, but I think Partey had a great game. And this is something that, of course, Declan Rice can't do. There's been so many times where Saliba and Gabriel, they find Partey amongst where he drops deep to collect the pass. But what Partey can do better than anyone else in this Arsenal team and in the Premier League, bro, he can beat the press and pick up a pass straight away. Whereas maybe other players will take the safe option. But I think Arsenal, convincing performance. I think this is a statement win. I think you looked at it against Paris Saint-Germain and you said to yourself, Arsenal can only defend. Arsenal's not entertaining. Bro, them man, they should have... Honestly, the scoreline doesn't do it justice. The scoreline, let me see the stats. I do think... expected goals. Again, stats is always sometimes misleading, but it's always good to get an idea. But I do think Arsenal, massive performance, because now it puts them up, because you looked at it initially and you said to yourself after the draw against Monaco, all right, cool. Can Arsenal now try to win an important game? Because their schedule is not the easiest. And the next game now against for Arsenal is Shakhtar. Shakhtar has been awful. They've lost both games, home and away. And this is a good chance for Arsenal to pick up now the second win, to put themselves up, try to put themselves in the top 8 before, of course, pretty much November comes in. We move on. In my opinion, we have to talk about Real Madrid a little bit, but not. I don't want to take too much time of Real Madrid. I don't want to talk about Real Madrid for a long time, because I pretty much gave my opinions yesterday. But I went on Twitter this morning and something really caught my attention, and I did identify it yesterday in the watch along, and I looked at it and I looked at it weirdly. I rewatched the game yesterday because what I like to do, I like to rewatch Real Madrid games, especially after we lose, because I want to see how we lost and everything. One moment really caught my attention towards the end of the game, and I'm happy that's been screenshots already on Twitter, and this is the moment. This is the last 5 minutes of the game, and we're of course chasing the game, and we try to pretty much, Lille was trying to waste time, of course, trying to time waste in the last 5 minutes, which any team would do when of course you've got a lead. But look at this moment, and look at Jude Bellingham fighting for his life between 4 defenders, and he actually had the ball. He actually managed to clear the ball, and the ball went right here. It went right here where the mouse click is. Look at Mbappe and Vinny. Look at Mbappe and Vini just standing on the left-hand side in the same position. And this is not the first time you can find a moment. Bro, I rewatched the game, and Mbappe and Vini were standing on the left-hand side 4 times. 4 times since Mbappe came on. And Mbappe didn't even start the whole game. Mbappe came on in the 60, 65, 70 minute. And there was 4 sequences where they were both standing in the same position, not moving around, not creating space, not trying to move selflessly, trying to maybe drag a man to make it easier for Jude or to Fede or for Arda or for Lukita to try to penetrate throughout the middle. They didn't even do that. There was no selfless runs. They just stayed still in their own position and wait for the ball to come to them. Both of them in the same position. And this is a habit that we've had this season, not just yesterday. It's been throughout this whole season where they always go in the same position. Like I said, I don't want to make it too much disrelated, but it really, really pissed me off. Another game that we have to talk about is, of course, Aston Villa and what they have done. And we have to give credit. We have to give credit to 3 people. We have to give credit. First of all, massive win for Aston Villa, especially I watched the highlights and stadium was rocking. The stadium was absolutely going mental. But let's give credit to 3 people. And the first person is, of course, Duran. Bro, look at this, yeah? No, not this. We'll talk about that quite soon. Look at this, yeah? This is Duran. Goals to minutes. He's number 1. Number 1, bro, with 1.7, bro. Goals per 90 minutes, which basically indicates that whenever he touches the field, bro, he's guaranteed a goal. And this season so far, he's been guaranteeing goals whenever he comes off the bench. And what I love about him, he's fearless. He's fearless. And you look at teams this summer who could have grabbed him, West Ham being one of them. He wasn't even prepared to pay another 5 million. Chelsea, he wasn't even prepared to pay another 10 million. But if Duran continues this, give it to Jan. I wouldn't be surprised if teams are willing to pretty much try to break the bank just to get him. This summer already, I don't even anticipate him staying at Aston Villa this season. I think this is his last season at Aston Villa. And I do see teams, bro, 50, 60, 70, 80 mil just trying to grab him. Because you look at him, left foot is lethal. He's out here being compared to Adriano in terms of his power in that left foot hand, the power that he brings from those shots. And what I love about him as well, his movements. He is an elite movement. He knows where to be, where the ball comes in, and IQ, bro. And there was one moment, I don't know if you guys can hear it, which I hope you guys can, yeah. He had an interview with CBN, and they asked him, when Henry asked him an interesting thing where this to me was funny. Wait. Let's see if you guys can hear this. I don't know if you guys can. Can you guys hear this? Let's see. I hope you guys can hear this. I don't know how to do this. Yeah, wait. Yeah, this one. Yeah, perfect. I don't know if you guys, again, I think you guys can. I think you guys can.
Eres mi delantero favorito and
Bro, this is me trying to speak Spanish, bro. This is me trying to speak Spanish, bro. Nah, he's elite. He's elite. But hold on. There was one moment where Titi asked him, because I watched the whole interview, when Titi asked him, yo, did you know? Wait, where is it? I don't think you can. Wait, is it not here? Wait. Yeah, here.
El portero adelantado.
No.
Te quería pedir, ¿cuándo viste el portero adelantado?
He's like, when he basically asked, it basically got translated to, did you know that Neuer was going to come up? And he said, no, bro, I didn't even look at the goalkeeper. In my mind, the moment I got the ball, let me just shoot. Elite IQ, in my opinion. I do think he was capping a little bit. I do think he maybe had it. I don't know how, because I watched the replay so many times and it didn't look like he had a quick glance at. He didn't even look at Upamecano, but I did think he had a quick, because you wouldn't shoot in that position if you didn't know the goalkeeper was there. The other place that I want to give a massive standout is Martinez. Martinez, bro, I do think he should be labelled as one of the best big game goalkeepers there is. The amount of saves that he made, whether it was for Harry Kane, whether it was for Gnabry, or for that incredible save for Elise, what a goalkeeper in my opinion. And he does it in the big stages. Whereas, you know what? I look at Martinez and I look at Upamecano. Upamecano, yeah? Yes, every Bayern fan will tell me he's reliable. But whenever this guy is, everyone is watching him. Whether it was City in the Champions, he got a red card in the World Cup. Whenever people are watching this guy, he drops a howler. He drops a shocker. Whenever people don't watch him, he does his thing. I look at Martinez as the complete opposite, whereas Martinez is in small games where no one is watching him. He drops a little mistake there and there. But when everyone is watching him, the World Cups, the Copa Americas, the big games against maybe United and them, man, bro, he showcases. Last season against Arsenal, look what he did. City last season, look what he did, because people watch him. Complete opposite. But the one that we have to talk about, no matter what, is Unai Emery. Unai Emery, bro. I look at Unai and I look at let me change the screen. I look at Unai. I don't think, honestly, he gets the respect that he deserves. Because people forget, yeah, the guy, when it comes to knockout, no one can chat to him. Only few managers in this Champions League format can chat to him. Not a lot of people can chat to him because, bro, the guy is not one, not two, but three. He's done a three-peat with Seville in the Europa League. He won Villarreal, the Europa League. He took Villarreal to the semis of a Champions League. The guy, when it comes to Champions League formats, knockouts, incredible. And last season with Aston Villa, the narrative about him, with Aston Villa, is Aston Villa going to finish top 4 when they had Conference League, because everyone brought back what he did with Arsenal, everything. But he finished top 4 and he had European Conference League. Now the narrative about him this season, can he try to maybe both Champions League and Premier League? Can he maybe handle it? Look what he's doing, bro. He's winning in the Premier League. 6 wins, bro. And what is mad about it as well is one thing. Look at the next game. Bro, the next game, Aston Villa. Wait. Go back. The next game is in Bologna at home at Villa Park. And Bologna has been awful this season. If Aston Villa can pick up 9 points, let's have a look at the schedule, the Champions League schedule. Because I wouldn't even be surprised if they even managed to go through, bro. Champions League, Bologna. After that, Club Brugge. Bro. After that, okay, Juve is a tough game. After that, bro, I'm telling you, it might be top 8 looks feasible. Looks complete realistic now, man. And that's what Unai can do, bro. Unai is, what a manager, man. What a manager. Another game that we have to talk about is Atleti. 4-0. Benfica. Bro, look at this. Look at this, bro. Cooked. And I don't want to be that person to bring it back to Madrid. But Madrid could barely do that. Against Atleti. And we played them a couple of days ago. And look, compare. I don't want to be shameless. Compare, and again, big player. One of the best Turkish players that we've seen over the past 12 months. Di Maria, we all know about him. That midfield, this guy played a baller. I think Florentino Luis had that double pivot with Enzo Fernandez. We all know Koku. We all know about when he was a Feyenoord. This is a great team, and I'm not denying that. But look at Real Madrid's team; it's much better. But why couldn't Madrid do what Benfica did? And the Carlos stands will say, "Well, Toni Kroos is not there. The system is different." Well, look, Benfica doesn't have Toni Kroos. Then what's the excuses? But honestly, the moment I saw this result, I got so happy. Again, Madrid lost, but when I saw this result, especially against Atleti, which I hate, amazing result in terms of Benfica and what they've done. And even Benfica, look at them, bro. They are amongst it. And the next game against the Feyenoord, win against Feyenoord, and they're, bro, this is what I'm talking about. The Champions League format is honestly incredible. A game that I want to talk about, one person I want to talk about specifically, I don't know if I put him, is Taremi. Mehdi Taremi, who one of the most underrated strikers, in my opinion, in today's. He had a very slow start, very slow start with Inter, but I'm happy he's picked it up. And I do think, honestly, I rate him highly. I think he can do everything. I do think he's one of those complete forwards who can pick up a pass, who can ball carry, who can score goals. I think he's a Champions League player. And the amount of Champions League goals he had with Porto, and now, of course, doing it now with Inter Milan, he gives them the luxury where if Lautaro can be resting or Thuram can be, bro, look at the game, yeah? They rested both. Wait, can you guys see this? Yeah, of course you can. They rested, yes, the opponent is weak, but that's what I mean. They rested both Lautaro and Thuram, and they played Taremi and now, and both of them did their thing. Both of them did their thing. That's what I mean. If you have someone like him off the bench, who in my opinion is quality, good thing will come to you. So massive win for Inter. I look at this, yeah, and I look at teams that have to pick up victories moving forward. They can't afford to maybe rest players and everything. I look at Bayern. They have to win. That next game against Barcelona. This game, bro, is a must-win game for both teams. Barcelona, of course, picked up a win, but I look at this team of the week, and this is why sometimes I look at rating scores. I don't really look at it very. Look at the midfield. And again, I'm not taking anything credit from Adeyemi. Adeyemi, to be fair, played up forward. I'm not sure why he was there. Gundogan had his best game so far. He started very slow. And Rafinha, fair enough. This is why when I get kind of annoyed, because I've seen it with Toni Kroos and I've seen it with Luka Modric, where they don't get the respect that they deserve. Before, now they do. But before, between the 3P years and between 2014 and 2019, no respect was given to them because of the fact it was never GAs. You can't tell me this game and not have Pedri in there, bro. Pedri, that game was the Pedri game. And it annoys me that stuff like that, especially when you don't have a goal. Yes, he had a GA, it was only one assist, but when you don't have goals, people don't look at you that often, bro. I think, bro, Pedri should be in there no matter what. Honestly, he produced one of the most entertaining displays. I don't care if it was the opponent. Bro, everyone played different opponents. Everyone going to be playing the same opponents. But Pedri should be in there. Other than that, it's just been surprising. And I do think, like I said, this Champions League has delivered, in my opinion. And if you're not a fan of it, then honestly, I look at you as the problem, and I look at you as maybe being a nostalgia merchant and maybe reminiscing as the old days, because I do think what they've done so far in bringing this league phase, and now every team has to win, the competition is back now. The competition aspect now in Champions League is back, especially in the group stages. Group stages before, no one used to watch them. That would maybe be an odd game there and there, but now every game is a must-watch for any game week, and every game is crucial, because if you don't win, then you go on risk of not finishing in the top 8 or even the playoffs. Fair play to it, and fair play on what they've done. Put down in the comments what you guys have felt about the Champions League format so far and what your main takeaways are. I do think some teams have delivered, some teams hasn't. We're only 2 games week in, and of course, if you guys don't know, this Champions League group stage format it's not 6 games, it's 8 games. So we're going all the way to January now. So, which means more chances for lower teams to finish amongst the Brest, the Sparta Pragues, the Benficas. Teams finishing potentially within the top 8, bro. You never know. But guys, like I said, put down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. As always, I drop daily videos. And if you guys are a fan of the content, then why not subscribe? And I will see you tomorrow with another video. Peace.